Hey there, Suzanne. I think your ad is off to a very good start. I really like the amount of white space. Your typography looks very nice as well. There we go. Now we can see it all. Your placement is really good. I like how you have the here kind of tucked in this little pocket of space, but then this part is right aligned. Looks like it's right aligned. Well, actually, probably justified down here. And then left aligned. It looks nice and clean. Make sure this is actually totally aligned with this edge. It probably is. You probably put a guide there, but if you didn't, just double check. It looks like it might be a tiny bit to the right, but sometimes it's hard to tell. It might be perfect. I'm not sure, but just make sure it is. You might need to scooch it a tiny bit to the left. But your type looks really nice. The logo looks really nice. I think you're hitting all the minimum requirements. You have the tagline, 1 to 2 sentences of body copy. I would probably add periods. You don't have to, but since this is technically a sentence, this one does need a period, then this one could benefit from one too. Your blending of the two images is good. This flower is a little... This is the one area that's throwing me a little bit. And it kind of appears totally photoshopped. And so maybe you could play around under Edit with Transform. There are some options there. Let me see. If I can show you what they could look like. Okay, there are some options here. Go to Edit up top, Transform, Scale, Rotate, Skew. You could possibly play around with some of these, see if you could get that flower to kind of bend. There are quite a few tutorials on how to bend and change things. You could also use the free Transform tool, which would let you kind of grab a corner and pull that. So that might be very useful. Okay, so that would kind of help that flower feel a little bit more organic, like it actually got stuffed in this bottle. And then I think this could benefit from perhaps a little bit of a shadow. You don't want to do anything too crazy. My rule with drop shadows is keep it light and keep it tight. So you could apply a shadow, but maybe it would be heading off this direction, coming down a little bit somewhere. So just kind of see what looks best. Remember, nothing too crazy, but just a little bit something extra would maybe help it feel like it's actually on a background. And then I did notice when I zoomed in super closely, you might want to clean up along here. Okay, you might have done some clone stamping or something. Hey, look, I feel like I can see some of your circles. So just work on this. You could select over here, unless you have them on separate layers. But if you have them on the same layer now, you could select over here and really clean this area up. Okay. Try to clean up along this edge too. Maybe you could use the polygonal lasso tool, click, 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 click all along that edge to select here. Make sure you don't have any feather, so you keep that nice hard edge and have it look a little bit more like this. Okay, really your ad is looking very, very nice. I'm loving it. I think you've hit all the minimum requirements. Just a few final cleanup things and you're going to be there. So really, really strong start. Thanks, Suzanne.